everyone. So we're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So you can be cross-legged and you can prop yourself up onto a pillow if that feels better. Or you're welcome to also come and sit back on your heels, whichever is going to be more comfortable for you today. So wherever you are, to make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, creating lots of length through the spine and shoulders are down and relaxed. And we'll just take the hands to the knees and close our eyes as we begin to focus our attention on our breath. So we'll be breathing in and out through the nose, taking nice long inhales and extended exhales. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed, but we're going to introduce a little bit of movement with our breath. So on an inhale, arms are going to sweep up as the palms are going to kiss above us. Exhale, gaze goes to the palms, and then we'll open out into a cactus, introducing a little bit of a back bend, opening through the shoulders. And then inhale, forearms are going to come together in front of us, rounding through the spine slightly. And exhale, release those hands down. So we'll go through that again. Inhale to sweep the arms up, palms kiss. Exhale as we open through into our cactus, gaze to the sky, little back bend. Inhale as we round through the spine, forearms and palms come together in front of us. And exhale, hands down. One last round. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, opening out to cactus. Inhale, forearms in front of us. Exhale, release down. Brilliant. So from here, we're going to come forward onto all fours. So we want knees under hips, wrist under shoulders, fingertips spread nice and wide. And we'll just go through some really small little cat-cows. So then inhale, drop the belly, gaze comes up, keeping this motion quite small to start with. And exhale, gaze comes to the belly button as we round the spine. So inhale, drop the belly, look up, still keeping this small. Exhale, gaze to belly, round through the spine. Then this next round, I invite you to exaggerate the motion slightly. So inhale, drop the belly, looking up, maybe taking a bit more of a round through the spine. And exhale, gaze to the belly button. Maybe lifting up a little bit higher here. And inhaling. And exhale. And then just coming back to our neutral tabletop position here. So what we'll do is we'll send the right leg out, nice and strong. The left arm's going to come forward. Inhale, we'll float that leg back. Take the left hand to reach back, grabbing hold of that right foot, staying nice and strong, lifting through that right palm, core engaged. We can begin to lift through. Gaze can come to the sky. Little back bend here, really pushing that back foot into the hand. One more inhale here, and exhale to release. Maybe give it a little bit of a shake. We'll come to the other side. So left leg's going to come back nice, strong and active. Right arm sweep forward. Inhale as we lift that back leg up. Reach round, bend that back knee, grab hold of the foot, and then inhale as we push that foot back, and gaze can come up to the sky. Keeping that core engaged here. One more inhale here, and exhale. Release it down. Have a bit of a wiggle. And we're just going to come and do one more on each side. So right leg's going back, left arm forward. Inhale to come up, exhale to reach around. Inhale to open into that back bend. And we're just breathing nicely here. And release. Give it a wiggle. Left foot's going back. Right arm forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bend the knee, reach round. Inhale to open up through the chest here. Core stays engaged. And release. Sending those knees nice and wide, hips back to our child's pose. While we're in child's pose, we'll walk the hands over to the left-hand side, getting a nice stretch down the right side body. Back to centre. And over to the right-hand side. And then back to centre. So taking the hands about shoulders distance apart, nice and wide. And we're going to walk those knees in from here. So from here, we're going to slowly bring the nose coming along the mat, coming forward as we lift up the hips. Slowly coming forward, 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 all the way through to a little cobra here. Exhale, release down. Curl the back toes. Inhale, push up via tabletop. Uncurl the back toes and sink back to child's pose. And we'll do that again. So grounding down through the fingertips, nose to the mat. As we slowly come forward. All the way through to our cobra. Curl the toes, tabletop, and sending it back to child's pose. We'll come through once more. And exhale, just release down onto the belly. So we're going to do some rolling through our cobra. So hands are going to come wider than the mat, and we're actually going to come up onto the fingertips. Now, the further forward the hands are, the lower, you won't be able to come up as high. So depending on where you're at, you're welcome to have them quite far forward, or you can bring them in line with the shoulders or even the ribs. So it's really up to you. So forehead's going to come to the mat, really grounding the pubic bone down into the mat and grounding down through the soles, the tops of your feet. And on an inhale, we're going to slowly peel up. Gaze comes up last. Making sure those shoulders aren't hunched up to the ears, they're relaxed, they're all the way nicely, firmly back down. And just breathing here. One more inhale and exhale as we slowly come all the way down. So we're going to do some more dynamic movement here. So inhale as we come up. And exhale back down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. We'll do one more here, so inhaling up. Exhale all the way down. Forehead to the mat. So we're going to take the hands in front of us so our forehead can rest on the top of the hands. And from here we're just going to do a few leg lifts. So again, pubic bone grounding down, forehead's going to stay on the hands. And on an inhale, we're just going to hover the feet. So inhale, hover. Exhale, down. Inhale, hover. Keeping that core engaged, exhale, down. Inhale, hover. And we're going to hold here. So core staying engaged here. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, so you can lift a little bit higher. See if you can lift a little bit higher still. And exhale, release down. Good job. So from here, we're going to introduce the arms. So feet are going to stay grounded. Pubic bone down to core engaged. Arms are going to come out in front of you. Forehead to the mat. Inhale, we're going to peel just the chest and the arms up off the floor as the gaze is forward. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up, and we're going to hold here. Core nice and strong. Lifting here. Inhale so you can lift a bit higher. And exhale down. So we're going to do both at the same time now, so arms and legs combined together. If you think that your core's not quite strong enough and it's going to start to hurt your back, then I encourage you to either just stick with the arms or stick with the legs. And for those of us doing both, arms out nice in front of us, pubic bone grounding down, core engaged, forehead to the mat. Inhale as we peel the chest and lift the legs. Exhale down. Inhale, come up. Exhale down. Inhale, coming up, we're going to hold here. We can either stay holding here or we can pulse. Wherever we are, big inhale and exhale, relax down. Good job. So you can just give those hips a bit of a wiggle. And we'll just do a little stretch for the neck here. So we're just going to take the left ear down to the mat. Just relaxing here. For some of you, this might feel really comfortable and easy. For others, your neck might be a little bit tight, so this might be quite an intense stretch for you. And then head back to centre, and then bringing the right ear to the mat. And then head back to centre. So from here we're going to move on to a slightly more intense back bend. So arms are going to come down beside you. Knees are going to bend from here. Take the hands that we can reach round to wrap around the insides, or you can take from the outsides of the feet, whichever grip's going to feel more comfortable for you. Relax that forehead down. This time on an inhale, we're lifting up through the torso, so really opening out through the chest and pushing, pressing those legs back. So really pressing our legs, holding on from our hands. So coming up as high as feels right. And then if you're quite comfortable here, you're welcome to take some motion, maybe some rocking backwards and forwards. Inhale nice deep here, and exhale to lower and to release those arms down. Ground down through the palms, coming up through tabletop, sending yourself right back to your child's pose. Maybe even bringing the hands alongside the body. And when you're ready, bring those arms back out in front of you, coming up to our tabletop position here. And then you're going to walk the hands forward ever so slightly, curl the back toes, send the hips up high for our downward facing dog. Maybe you want to pedal it out here for a little bit. A nice inhale. Exhale, the right foot's going to come plant forward in between the hands. We're going to drop that back knee, uncurl the back toes, squeezing everything into the midline as we inhale to come up to a nice high lunge here. So making sure this hip hasn't come too far forward, that right hip's still pulling back, everything's nice and engaged, core's strong. So inhale up here, exhale, we're going to take those arms out to the cactus, gaze to the sky, maybe just a little back bend here. Still staying nice and strong. Inhale, come up. Exhale, plant the palms. Curl the back toe. Lift that back knee, stepping it back to plank. And the left foot's going to come forward this time, in between the palms. Lower that back knee, uncurl the back toes, making sure this left hip's pulled back. Everything squeezing into center. Inhale, we sweep those arms up. Exhale, little back bend, arms to a cactus. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant the palm. Uncurl the back toe, lift through the knee, stepping back to plank. And then just sending those hips up high, back to downward facing dog. So once again, right foot's going to come forward, lowering down to our low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, we're going to open out into a twist to the left. So right knee hand is coming over the right knee. Left hand's reaching back. You're welcome to stay here, reaching back, or you can begin to lift that back foot and reach it here. You can bring the knee in until you get a nice intense stretch. Gaze behind. And exhale, back to center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant the palms. Lifting that back knee, stepping back to plank. Left foot's coming forward this time. Lowering that back knee, checking in here. Inhale to sweep up nice and strong. Exhale, open up, little back bend, cactus. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, coming into your twist. Once again, we can just stay here, or we can bring that knee in. Gazes to the back of the mat. And exhale, release. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping it back to plank, and sending those hips high for downward facing dog. And again, wiggle those hips if you feels right. Pedal out through the legs. And nice inhale here. Exhale, coming all the way to the knees and walking back, so you're sitting on your heels. So we're just going to do a few rounds working towards our camel. So depending on where you are with your back bends, we'll do lots of different variations. So our first one, we can just start here, and really all we're actually going to do here is just some head circles. So turning the head to the left and rolling it forward over to the right. Rolling forward back to the left. And back to the right. And back to centre. Or I'm going to start to introduce a really small back bend. So we can stay seated here. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms can come together. And exhale, just introduce a slight little back bend here. Core staying engaged, thinking more about creating length. So much length that we come up and over. And inhale up, exhale, release down. Or we can choose slightly further, so coming up from the knees, making sure we've got knees, hips distance apart. So we can curl the back toes so our heels are coming up slightly higher. So from here, we can inhale to come up. Exhale, introduce just a little back bend here. Inhale up, relax down. Or we can reach the hands behind us. Inhale, create length. Exhale, slowly come back so you can grab your ankles. Here, making sure our hips are pressing forward. Gaze to the sky. If it's all right for you to release your neck and that feels comfortable for you, you're welcome to do so. And we can just breathe here. Core staying engaged here. Nice big inhale and exhale, and all the way back up. So if that's still not quite deep enough for you, you can come down. So that's just going to encourage you to come a little bit deeper. So inhale, create length. Exhale, begin to back bend. So we can find our ankles, pressing those hips nice and forward. Core stays engaged. Nice big inhale and exhale, nice and strong. Come all the way back up to center, making sure that core is what's pulling you back up. So wherever feels right for you, we'll just do one more all together. So just taking whichever variation is going to be your appropriate edge today. So wherever we are, inhale, we create the length. And exhale, we begin to bend backwards, keeping that core engaged. If you're in our camel, making sure those hips come nice, press forward. One more big inhale here. Exhale as we come back to center. Well done. So we're just going to come back to our child's pose, just to a counter stretch here. So you can have your knees nice and wide, or you can have them together, really yogi's choice. Sending those hips back, bringing the forehead to the mat. Whenever you're ready, slowly walking those hands in towards you. So we're coming back to seated on our knees. We'll just come, swing the legs forward. So we're coming to a seated position. Now from here, I'm going to plant the feet on the mat. Inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale slowly, coming back down to your back. So we're just going to do some little bridge work here, continuing with our back bending theme. So heels are going to walk in, so they can, if your hands are down by your sides, the heels are just touching, just treading on the fingertips. Shoulders, you're going to want to pull those shoulder blades down, core's nice and strong. On an inhale, we're going to slowly, starting from the tailbone, peel the spine up. So we're leaving hips first, coming up to the sky, staying nice and strong here. So chin is away from the chest. And if we can take the option to bind, clasp the hands underneath us here. Taking nice deep breaths here. Nice big inhale together here. Exhale, slowly peeling that spine back down. Tailbone comes down last. And we'll just do a few of these more dynamically. So inhale as we peel up. And exhale to come down. Inhale, peeling up. And exhale to come down. Inhale, peeling up. And exhaling down. So we're going to come onto our wheel. So if wheel's a bit too much for you, you're going to come back into wheel bridge instead. So for those of us in wheel, feet are going to start in the same position as bridge. This time our hands are going to come, so elbows are nice and high in the air, so hands are coming to our shoulders as close in as they can. So we'll take a nice big inhale. Exhale, we're going to send those knees are going to come forward, hips are going to lift up slightly. And inhale, we're going to push all the way up into our wheel. So core staying nicely engaged, nice and strong wheel here. Spread those fingertips, grip through the wrists so we're not collapsing and sending too much weight through our wrists. And exhale, slowly lowering down. tailbone comes down last. So we can take one more of those. So again, checking in, our feet are in a good position here. Core is engaged, shoulders are pulled down, wrists are going to come hands by the shoulders, elbows up nice and high. Inhale, exhale, we send those knees forwards, begin to lift the hips. And inhale to push all the way up. This time you might want to walk in just a little bit closer, get a little bit more height into your wheel. Nice deep breaths here. And when you're ready, again, lowering back down. So whether you're doing a wheel or your bridge, I want you just to hug the knees in to the chest and have a little rock from side to side here. Oops. Shuffle this way. And then release your grip on the knees. Take the hands out to a cactus. And then we're going to send the knees over to the left hand side. Gaze to the right. A little spine twist here. If you have other variations of a spine twist and more intense versions that you'd rather be doing, just go ahead and take them. Inhale back to center. Exhale, legs going over to the right. Gaze to the left. And inhale back to center. So we're going to come into Shavasana, so you're welcome to take your regular posture, or sometimes when I've been doing back bends, I actually prefer to take the feet out just wider than the hips and let the knees just fall in. So here's your other option for you. So hands are by the side, palms facing up, eyes are closed. And once again, just coming back to the breath. This is where I'm going to leave you today, so you're welcome to stay down here for as long as you like, and I hope to see you again soon.